Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and of course our EMP shock troops at home and abroad. Welcome to the Rec Room. I guess it's welcome back. It's been a few days. We're on a Friday's Eve, thankfully. I gotta say, appreciate the last couple of weeks. Have started to normalize at an energy level from the hamster lab. You know, only about, well, definitely more like 8 to 10 weeks in. But I mean, technically, the workload really started about 6 weeks ago. So it's taken a month and a half to finally feel like getting a little bit more acclimated to stuff. And that's a good thing. So hopefully start getting some more stuff going here. But before I get into all that, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project update or creative insights, and you get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary and the long-running video game deep dives. So the reason we're doing that is because we are working on our own franchise here called the Firewall Protocol Saga, and its first entry is available over on Amazon. It's called Ascendant Chaos. You can get that in Kindle paperback or Kindle Unlimited. And yes, of course, eventually we would like to get that in animated or interactive form, but that's a long way out there. The dream of that started about 20 years ago, but of course it's taken a long time to even get source material ready. So yeah, we're just looking for those of you out there who have the same kind of interests. So if you like the stuff that we end up doing from a stream standpoint, you'll like the stuff that we're building here. Just because a lot of military, mech, fighting stuff, plot twists, rich character rosters, all that kind of fun stuff. So head on over, check that out. And that's really the only sales pitch you get here, because we're here for doing that and having fun and just celebrating at least, hopefully, well thought out creative intellectual property over the years, especially some favorites and maybe some things more obscure than not. And just applying some, commentary to them along the way. I know you got a lot to pick from, so thanks for joining us. We got our usuals. We're on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube, so feel free to lurk, chat, or comment at your leisure. I do my best to keep up with everything, as long as there's no well, there's a technical difficulty. My brain and mouth not working, but yeah, if there's no technical difficulties, I try to keep up with the comments. So let's get started with the usual. So thank you for our 2 new followers since last time that we met for our Mech Warrior on Monday. So those are both over on Odysee. So thanks, Team Odysee, for still pulling some weight. And the interesting thing was, I've long since kind of forgotten about the credit systems and little bonus things that Odysee's got going on, other than like their weekly watch thing, which occasionally helps keep ours normalized. But yeah, they've got all these different levels where you get the extra credits. I mean, they're supposed to get rid of the library blockchain system a long time ago, but they haven't phased it out completely yet. So it's interesting that the 100 was a threshold, and didn't realize we've been past 100 for a while. But again, their criteria is there's got to be 100 validated users, meaning somebody actually is signed on with their email as well. So it's kind of interesting that there's about a 10% difference between actual and registered. So apparently we hit that hurdle with those of you who've joined recently, so thank you. And then everything else has been pretty steady. I mean, we're still able to pull down about 100 views on the featured on Odysee as well for those, so thanks there. And I know it's been intermittent on YouTube as far as views. I don't even know where Twitch is at these days. Is this because we're kind of in the obscure category? I think Mech Warrior, just everybody's got their own following for their own people they watch, because I know Mech Warrior still gets some activity, and we do have some new content coming out for that pretty soon. But like obviously stuff like Metal Brains here, most people will be like, "What's that? Never heard of it," because it was pretty obscure when it came out 30 years ago. So yeah, if we were in this for strictly building the audience, I've been doing it wrong. We're here to just highlight stuff that's cool, even if it is obscure and takes a long time to find people who like the same kind of stuff. So as far as projects, I'm doing bad on the report card this week. Not a lot of writing getting done. There's been a lot of interference on things. But I have actually made some progress on a print rebuild, because we've been, emphasis on Mech Warrior and stuff. I actually got one of the Mech Assault inspired pieces redone. I just never liked the way it came out from the paper format, because it was really dark, and I made some optimizations to it. So maybe I'll get that revealed here soon, or maybe I'll put it on Patreon. Hard to say yet how I'm going to do that, but I would like to get at least 2 fixes done. And I'm thinking the next new piece might be from Mass Effect. We'll see. That I've just had so many of them and partially complete that have never been finished. So again, part of me really wants to get some of these partials done, because the list of characters is somewhere between 75 to 100, not to mention just variations, across those lines. So a lot to do in the print world. Got some show updates, so there is a chance that we might finally break out of Macomb County here. There's something coming up on the 30th of May. It's called the Hobbyist Market. It's going to be in St. Clair County. So I haven't committed to it yet, so that's why it's not yet going to be updated on Linktree just yet. But there is a strong chance going to pull that off. Now, I've been trying to get into Comic-Cons, as I've been mentioned. There is a Comic-Con in Monroe, Michigan. Well, they said they're already full, so there is a no-go on that one. But that just means there was actually already a show that day for our local Fraser one, so not necessarily the end of the world. But Motor City Comic-Con is this weekend, I believe, so I got to see if there's any chance that we'll be able to get in there. If not, we're going to be sticking to the local ones until we get a year where we can break through and get on a wait list or somehow get into our larger ones, because I think Lansing is out of the question. Lansing is a couple hours away, but I've heard good things about the Lansing one. So other than that, and maybe Grand Rapids, there's a few options out there, but starting to look at definitely higher registration cost, road trip, and hotel, and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to start getting crazy to think about that. And if you're going to make that effort, got to have the inventory on hand, which is, of course, another cost. So, yes, I'm kind of rambling about all the things you don't want to know about when going to your favorite pop culture event. But also, speaking of pop culture, I actually have a couple things of interest that popped up over the last couple weeks, maybe last week, maybe. One of which, let me try to think what order here. I guess recent, they're both pretty recent. So, Katsuhiro Harada, who has long been the face, or at least the public relations face, mostly because key developer for the Tekken series over at Namco. He stepped down, or announced that he was stepping down a while ago. What's interesting is he just got picked up by an SNK. It's a derivative. I think it's something new called VS Studio. Now, given that he's got a lot of experience on Tekken for all those years, I wonder, does SNK have any new project up their sleeves in a fighting game sense? I don't know. All I can do is speculate. Now, granted, I don't talk about it as much because we do as much on the martial arts side here, but even though I do when we're not playing martial arts games, Tekken is my least favorite of most of the mainstream fighting games, or at least as far as the long-running games since the 90s. That narrows it down to a few between, Tekken, DOA, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and maybe a couple others like Soul Calibur. So it's pretty bottom of the list, and I have my reasons for that, which I won't get into here. So to take him from his experience, and I don't know, how much his input was a design of Tekken, much like Tomonobu Itagaki for DOA, but it would be kind of cool if SNK started expanding some of their content into maybe a fighting game, or maybe even just other genre stuff, looking at Metal Slug perhaps. I know Metal Slug has actually had a character or two featured in, like, the KOF games, so, like the 3D version, so it would be kind of interesting if that happened, but don't know if it's going to hold true, but just a thought. It'd be interesting to see where that goes. Also, another one is that I saw an announcement for a game called Noir Bloom, and it looks like a 2D action side-scroller kind of style of John Wick in a dystopian cyberpunk kind of element. So, granted, some of it goes a little bit beyond what John Wick was doing, like it was somehow deflecting bullets with his hands or some ability, I don't know. But it had some of that hard-hitting kind of gunplay plus side scroller beat 'em up kind of style. So it's one that got my attention, but I don't think it's coming out till 2027, and I don't think it's coming out announced for anything other than PC just yet. So again, we're not necessarily converting to PC just anytime soon, likely this year. Still lots to do before even considering that being in the budget. But yeah, it's nice to see there's some good things going on that are potential highlights for things to look forward to. So I guess another things to look forward to, maybe once we finally get to the end of this and get some in rotation, because obviously we are very giant metal robot machinery heavy right now. We've got just Mech Warrior 5 on Metal Monday, and we've been doing Metal Marines for Throwback Thursday. That was not intentional. It just happened that I was really excited to get this going, and then we dropped our Tuesday spot just because I've been running out of energy and time. So We're not too far out on this one. I think if we hit level 13, I think there's 20, so we're well past the halfway point. MechWarrior 5, I mean, Season 2, we could technically set it down if we reach a completion of all new content, but we still got the other new stuff, I think, coming out next week, maybe the week after. But as far as where we're at on progress here, we've definitely run into a couple levels which slowed us down, but we'll have to see where that takes us tonight. I think we are fighting on a... Oh, yeah, so we are on episode 7, which I call Desert Divot, because we are now fighting in some of the Middle Eastern stages. Definitely very sandy in design, and we're going to give it a whirl. If I were held up maybe, like, 2 episodes in a row on a particular stage, I'd probably set it down, but thankfully we've been able to get past some of the roadblocks in here. I don't remember much for roadblocks other than I know that the last mission somehow involves... I did that wrong. Involves trying to build up a nuke, and we haven't even tried that yet just because we've been bombarded so much. But the enemy clearly has a nuke. You gotta keep them from getting one, but I think you're also, like, part of your requirement is to actually build one and hit the enemy with it or something. I don't remember if it had any kind of hardened base or not. Excuse me. So, good thing I checked where we left off from our passcodes here. We basically just did a sample of this new board. This is a preview. So, strategically, not sure what we're up against. Bowman hasn't had a lot of great advice for us last time. He said, hey, here's the layout. Good luck. Yeah, that's not what I remember looking at. Well, that's going to be the enemy base. Main force is assembling at their Baghdad base. Congratulations. We still haven't located their headquarters. But if we can defeat their Baghdad forces, we'll turn the tide. Sure. Especially when we keep having to backtrack. Oh no. Still in Schwaltz, right? Yep. This is your last battle. Alright, here we go. So they're giving us 250. That's enough for a couple money machines. Now, thankfully, they're giving us some missiles off the start. It's nice that we got the music change again. Now, there's not a lot of defensible territories. I mean, we got this, which is give us a little bit of an angle, but you've got very linear spots to put a defense up there. You do have a little bit here, so we could probably put like a base maybe at the tail end here. But man, I don't know where I'd be wanting to put a lot of stuff. Maybe put 2 bases next to each other, but it depends on if the computer's prone to go for particular target areas. Is that elevation or depression here? It looks like that's elevation. No, it's not. It goes down. Alright, so this is not probably a good spot, but we're gonna try it anyway. Alright, let's put money. Let's put factory. More money. And guns. Attack. Alright, it's a good thing they gave us 2 missiles. Okay, man, so yeah, he's got a wide, flat base with a raised perimeter. I guess I'd probably go deeper first, probably hide base in the back. Let's find out. Or at least find out what's on the front line first. I should have scouted. Oh, well, there we go. You know what? Just for that. Okay, so we hit right there. Let's try to get right in the middle there. Let's probably not missiles, but if it ticks them off, the better. Ooh, he's got base and Marines right there. Alright. Turn messages off. Nope, not back yet. Okay. Let's get perhaps a defense going here. No idea what he's gonna do. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's put it in the middle here. Alright, let's fly another one all the way to the back. Oh, you had to do that, didn't you? Nope, so much for scouting. We must have an active radar there. There we go. Let's see what he's gonna do. That was useless. Oh look, you found the base already. Oh, here we go. Nope. I think well, that didn't do anything. This, however, could be a problem. Hopefully... not good. You just took out the base I didn't want you to hit. Oh. You suck. Well, we're gonna find out what we can first. Let's see. Okay, that's not ready yet. So much for building a ton of AA to protect that. Alright, where's the back base? Over here. Alright, gotta do some damage somehow here. You know, let's fly over here for one. Let's see if we can't just drop this thing here. If I get the AAs done a second, it'll take out the pods and the Marines. Oh, well, that was effective. Come on. Let's see, I gotta build a Marine. Gotta attack better. What? I guess that's the next one, the chopping block. That's all toast. Wow. Oh, that's all gone. Defense is brought to nothing. I got silver. Yeah. Wow, got gold. Went for the gold. Let's attack again. I hate to do it this way, but I gotta try to get this taken out. I know I can get both of those if I land there. Alright, there. That helps. Seriously, those should not have been that accurate for such few quantity. Alright, not got enough time to do this. Let's go. I guess they can't land over here. You throw a dummy on top of it. Yeah, thank you for that. You just wasted all my money. Wow, they actually did their job? That's surprising. Yeah, land there. Good. Waste your fuel. Alright, you can have that. I'm just wasting my time. Okay, next. I'll build more energy stuff. Not energy, I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Alright, so this is a little ridiculous. Let me try this again. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Can't get anything through the front line. Meanwhile, him, look at the Swiss cheese defense. Good. Take that. There we go. Okay. Now, if I've got the energy, shouldn't take much more to silver here. And take the risk. I don't know if there'll be anything down there, but if it's anything useful, I'll attack it. If not, it'll kill me. Yep, we'll just take that out. You got hit with a laser sword. Alright. Try this again. Maybe not. Let's start in the back. Ah, the attack. Doesn't even bother the pods. Spoke too soon. Of course. Send the Marines in, blow that one up. Or go nowhere. Ah, you blew up my HQ. Nothing here. He's got it. 50 seconds is enough time, especially with that resistance. Grrr. Wasting money. Okay, so I broke through here. Let's try here one more time. If I broke through this, let's see what we got in the back. Apparently I left the grid maps on. There we go. there's some stuff. No wonder you got 2 radars sitting there. Alright, we're going in. Alright. So we're going without the gun resistance. Look at all that infrastructure you got back there. How you like it? Still don't have any missiles to take out yet. Otherwise, that would be helpful. Alright, turn that off. Going again. Hopefully there's no resistance in that quadrant. Or area of engagement. As soon as I get missiles in, I'm going for the back section. Take out more stuff. Already yet. Yep. Keeps going for that back corner one. Wonderful. Apparently I don't have enough radars out there. Hey, I'm looking at the other side of the island. Alright, I should have missiles now. Okay, let's see what you got back here. Hopefully off to the side enough to evade the others in the center, or center-ish. Oh, look at that. There we go. There's a base. Let's go destroy something back there. Except it's a little bit off-center, though. Yeah, we clipped a lot of stuff on the way. Let's see if we can take... Actually, no, even if we get the gun pods out of there, we can drop the Marines in and take the base and the headquarters out. There we go. No! Alright, meanwhile, don't have enough energy. Alright, so let's, we're gonna build up some defenses here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to take this stuff out, so let's go here. Ah, we've got doubles up there now. Okay, so now let's see if we can't get the front of this debacle. There we go. Okay. I shall wait for the next set. There goes base number 2. Again. Oh, you got it. Now he's going to change his attack. Hopefully waste all the missiles on this one. Oh, you gotta be... I was gonna say, you better be... Found the missiles in the HQ. Oh, no. Alright, you wanna play hardball? We'll throw... We're going all in here. We get time for defense. Alright. At pod. At pod. Attack. Have to build up a new HQ, if anything. Oh, I don't have the fuel? What? I need... okay. You're lucky. Your judgment has been delayed by seconds. I better save for the HQ. We're gonna put the HQ. Oh man, it's gonna take too long. 36, just... oh no, I need 20. Alright, I gotta take both of them in. Let's see what happens. At least that side's working for the moment. It was. It's not anymore. Oh, got a foothold. I think that's game. Yeah, good thing I didn't build over there. He's done. There goes that strategy. Taking on all my offense. 5 more seconds. Ah, stop it. Alright, I'll have to do this one pot at a time then. Alright, let's start here. This could be really bad. You built a dummy out there. Oh yeah, this is really bad. He's done. Woke them all up. Why you go for the base first, you idiot? Oh, it was a dummy. Get that AA, get that AA. There we go. Okay, I just need a pair of missiles to drop right on the 3 of them. Except I don't have a pair of missiles. Let's build up a singular missile. Somewhere I'll never expect. Got nothing with which to attack again. Oh boy. He knows where the last base is. What are you doing? Why would you fly all the way back there when there was nothing there when you were there? That was a jerk maneuver. As soon as they land the Marines, it's history. And he's going to land from my other offensive item, the singular missile. A bunch of idiots. I want to restart this. Can't get any momentum. Unbelievable. Yep, just built that. Just built that. This is called the downward spiral. Alright, had enough of that. I am tired of your jerk antics. We will restart. Yes, such advice to help last time. Okay. Skip. Alright, so the good thing is, know where a lot more stuff is now, and the fact we start with 2 missiles. Again, we're going to hammer the areas couldn't get through last time. Kick his teeth in. Okay, so back corner base, not so helpful. It's obviously still close to this. Let's put one there. This one surprisingly worked, but I'm not going to bank on that happening twice. Alright, money. There. Factory. And maybe there. Money. Maybe there. Attack. Hey, Chairman, good evening to you. How was your return trip from the cruise and everything? Alright. Let's go there. And then let's take this and take care of some of these marginal defenses. Good thing you came back from the cruise when you did, now that this silly hantavirus is all over the news. Oh, you did? You did end up getting sick too? Well, at least you made it back and you're not quarantined somewhere. You probably got out just ahead of all the shenanigans. So are you doing better since you got back? Alright, so let's take out those, and then drag one of these right over the top. There we go, got in there a lot easier that time. Let's see if we can't take one of those Marines out before he wastes me. Defense. Alright, there. Alright, there's a missile. There's missiles actually doing their job. 2 for 2, that's a little unusual. Alright, let's see if we can keep him from hitting anything useful in the first turn here. Of course, he's going to get the HQ and the base on the first turn again. Now, both HQs, but not the base. What a dirtbag. Don't build in the back corner. So it took about 5 days to get rid of the stuffed up congestion. Yeah. If it's like nasal or respiratory, yeah, hopefully nothing worse, like anything neurological or whatever, some of these other things going on. Man, oh, that's right. He wrecked my money system now. Alright. Just gonna drop this in there. Let's get this one back. I think he's got one up front. Let's try there. There. Get rid of that garbage. Okay, gotta get rid of the middle set somehow. Also save money, rebuild the stupid missiles. I don't even have that hole in the dirt. That's ridiculous. Where's that one landing? Middle turrets are minimal defense here. Factory in the base. That's terrible. My knowledge advantage count for squat. Now he's got the base. So now the factory's... Oh, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Still need money for a base. What did I just build? Oh my goodness, I didn't want to build that. Well, let's see what we can do. Be nice if we can get one right there. Let's try going right there. Oh, he's building a nuke. You gotta be kidding me. First time I've seen that. This is the verts on this guy. Look at that. I think he is a desert kingdom. We're gonna fix that real quick here. He's not gonna have the energy to use it, but we better destroy a piece of it. Alright, wait. Good for nothing missiles. Alright, where are you landing? 4 turrets. We better take his Marines out. 2 for 2. Yep. Diamond missiles? Nope. Can't afford to buy anything yet. Come on, missiles. Can't believe we gotta waste missiles on your stupid thing. The good thing is you take out a single piece of this, it's done. Alright, let's try right here. So at least we lost 2 golds in that process. Thing takes forever and takes a ton of energy to build, and then you if you don't complete it, see ya, sayonara. What a dummy. Okay, pods aren't done, but it's progress. Like, I don't even know what to do here. Completely exposed. Now. I mean, I had a chance to find the missiles yet. And there goes the rest of my pods, so I have virtually no defense on the ground. Especially after that. Well, this has gone exceedingly worse than the first match. I think other than my missiles, I don't know what else I have left to even work with. And speaking of which, there goes 1 out of 2. And I'm just going to sit here and wait, and wait, and wait. All right. I can't seem to get in there without taking these out, so let's do that. So I've got 2 bases and 1 pod defending one of them. Come on. Restart. I'm not gonna waste time on this one anymore. I mean, the fact that they give you a defensive option and then, like, in both cases, first turn, he's just wrecked that whole defensive area based on this scripting. No advice, thank you. Don't count for anything. Alright, so don't put one in the other corner. Alright, this one's fine. This usually goes last, so we'll stick with this one. Give him a freebie if we want. So we put it right there. I'll keep him busy for a minute. Give that up. I perhaps should maybe build more missiles off the start too, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go. I still want to do the factory thing though. He's going to attack this as soon as I put one over there, so let's not do that. Alright, attack. Alright, so... let's just not even bother the other side of the base. He's got 1 Marine, but I gotta get to the center stuff where he's got like 3 of them. Unbelievable. So I went... what did I do? Go for there? You're telling me you couldn't drop a single missile between those 2? Now, so I'm gonna get far more try it. Almost. Time for that. There we go. Oh, look, the back corner again. The back corner again. The center. Seriously? Is that going to be my entire missile battery? Oh yeah, it's everything. No patience for that. Now leave me with 1 HQ, reducing me to $2 a second. Lose the factory, lose all the missiles. Nope, it's going to be one of those levels. Yes, the strategy of don't put all your eggs in one basket so they can get stomped on individually wherever the enemy would like to do so. Since it's so much safer over here, and perhaps here. Totally gonna wreck that if I do it there. Alright. So this was the plan, right? Nope, there. So stupid. Jerks. Well, so much for that. Here comes the retaliation. Now, of course, it's going for the side where both the bases are. Wow, you magically hit nothing. Wow, all those missed. Straight from my missiles. Offense done. One in the works. I'm gonna stick on the corner here. No, that was an HQ. That is not my... I have not built any other missiles yet. Here we go, my singular missile. Alright, so we got between those two. So we get that one. This one-to-one crap. This is absolutely ridiculous. There we go. See, look, I can't get one-to-one. Not with any consistency, anyway. Oh, look, there goes some infrastructure. We have that. That's kind of marine on the process. Silver might be dead. Nope. Alright, 2 missiles. Let's try here and over the top. Oh, right before it dropped. Come on, missiles. Unbelievable. Yeah, if it's not a direct shot, you got him. If not, that blows everything up. He's walking in that section. I don't think there's anything there. Oh, yeah, there goes my factory. Restart. It's not even a matter of not being able to win that one as much as just so takes forever to get any offensive capacity built back up again. Especially just taking it out on the first turn. Yeah, quit your whining. Well, it's not the base positioning. So that kept him a little busy over here. Still gonna find it over on this side. guess the next thing is perhaps build up a defense here. I have enough to do it if I don't go for the second money exchange. It obviously went up pretty quick with the factory, so... Alright, so... one there... and... one there. So we did the first one, then hopefully get the second one. There we go. Of course, I could send a Marine right there for those two, but I haven't built one. There we go, that was done. I guess let's turn messages off. And I'm going to keep building the snot out of this. Okay, now hopefully it doubles without interference. Alright, there's your stupid radar. Now... oh. See if you can actually find anything. Freaking missiles. Really? There goes factory missiles. Unchecked in a base. Jeez. Just had to fly over everything that couldn't hit the plane. Alright, so I suppose they need a radar in here somewhere or build something else up. Radar's gonna feel like right here. Now I can't attack. I just gotta sit here and wait and take it. Yeah, 100,000 energy already. There. Now I found the defensive location. Yeah, now you can drop it in the pocket. No. Yes, land on the mountain. Good call. Break like that in a few rounds. Alright, so the radar's up. Let's build one up before we do anything else, but I also need to build up the missiles here. Let's tackle this one first. Rather than waste it. missiles contribute all your weight. I should dump like 2 radars and 2 AA, if that way this, like, if it changes probability. Nothing back there. So put there. Alright, it's built up. Let's go. Let's go all the way back here. One of these up. 50 is just insane for these. Alright, let's try there. Yeah, that's right. Kiss your factory goodbye. There we go. That's while the double was still building as well. Never mind. Now that it lit up, that whole thing is now anti-airless. Right in the middle of pods. What's this gonna do? Pods in every direction. Alright, gold's done. Ain't no way I'm giving all this up. Come on, nobody should blow up anytime now. We got through all the entire... One thing that didn't touch up substance was the radar. And I cannot rebuild all that. Alright. Doesn't play fair. Alright, I'm tired of this. Alright, taking everything out again. Nope, messed that up. Well, much for build less money and build more defense strategy. See, I mean, the thing is, it's like, took the missiles out. If I keep that going in and still have the missiles, I'll slow them down a pinch, but... Alright, same base strategy. Technically do this, and that, and this maybe. Lost some money here. Oops, I can pause the game. Immediately attack. There. I mean, it's, the question is, does it take over the beehive just by attacking so early? I don't know. We're about to find out because we haven't even built anything yet. Or at least anything completely building. There we go. Let's go. Okay, took out the front. The radar may not even be up yet. Let's try there. Maybe awfully close to the middle base, but it's okay. Nope, didn't get it. I mean, literally, obviously attacking right off the start. Sorry, got all the defenses built up starting. Ah, come on. That amounted to much. Okay. One thing I haven't done is gone all the way in the back, see this thing over here, but you know what? Let's do that. I mean, I have no idea where his missiles are at, so got nothing to lose. Got front line. Got nothing back there. Another base or something. Okay. Except I was a little lazy on getting that next attack going there. That yielded nothing. Alright, hopefully that means nothing for you. Keep your surface footprint down. Oh, turn this off. Your attack was weak. Look, that's what he said. Says the bot with the economic advantage. so he's got something in the back. I don't really care, but... Alright, let's try drop there. Let's try to drop here. There we go. Front line done. Okay. Let's get the radar in there if I can. After the attack, of course. Unbelievable. I wasn't close to that. It's got the new construction. If I had put the radar up, it probably would have been over in that range. Yeah, that's done. Instead, I'm going to build one of these up. And watch it get blown to smithereens. Okay, so that AI survived. Let's see if I can get a shot on target here. Nope. Nope. I need to build a marine. Random number generation. Fly nowhere. Yeah. Congratulations. You may have the Divot. Just built that. Okay, that one's up and running. Alright, do I send the marine in first? Yes, yes I do. Good, there's 3 of them. Okay, now let's go for wherever that pod of them is. Let's say there. Oh, right there. Okay. That's toast. Send the Marine back in. Yep, just like that. Maybe a Marine in there could be in trouble, but that's what we're about to find out. Oh yeah, we'll start them over here. No radar for you. Return the teeth kicking in. I think this one was a dummy, wasn't it? Nope. Yeah, it might have been. Yep, still one more missile left. Okay. Then let's try this. There we go. Pod and Marine back there. Well, that's all vulnerable to missiles now if you can keep them alive. Unbelievable. You shouldn't have anywhere to land. Okay, and screwed. So basically there goes a base, 2 missiles, and that. And he's pretty much gone. Restart. Took out all my offense and took out my money. And my defense from the missiles. Good times. But here's what I can do. Here's a really smart maneuver. Let me build this up so it gets blown up. Alright, now I gotta build a missile launcher. Yeah, we know at the same time. I think he's ticked. Wow, then the missiles work. Yeah, see, look at... Okay. Called that, didn't I? Spend $50, light $50 on fire. Spend $100, light $100 on fire. We got in there with the missiles and the Marine. Has not been effective enough. So you know what? Perhaps I need to build a Marine immediately too. Go storm the entire perimeter. All right, bases as usual. Put this base over on the inside. Alright, let's go back to the singular HQ factory. What about Marine? Alright, and then we got money from defense. defense. And let's build another missile randomly here. Let's build this guy up. Oh, that was dumb. No, let me not attack yet. Once he's ready. Oops. There we go. Yeah, middle of nowhere for you. Alright, yeah, I did successfully do that. Okay. Alright. Alright. Send him in first. Okay, so I should hypothetically be able to wipe that whole section out. There's 3 of them. Done yet. You're getting redeployed. Alright, so then we'll be able to take out all of the... almost. So 2. 3, okay. Much more efficient than having a lot of missiles shot down. Now we bring missiles in. Okay, so let's say there. Boom, right in the corners. Alright, now that whole square should probably go down. One less Marine for him. Huh. Surprised. You know what? We're sending another missile in. Surprised those pods were still alive. Especially the corner one. Well, maybe one went down. No. That corner pod should have gone. There we go. That's what we want. Now the next go around, we'll do something similar. Alright. Yep. Hopefully that made him nice and angry. Yeah, he sure went after everything that time. Oh no. Base for a base. Too bad I gave that one up. But he did have one less Marine, though. And I didn't turn it off. He's gonna tell me my attack was pathetic, huh? Tell me surrender. Sorry, pal. I don't surrender you. I only hit the reset button. Okay, let's attack him. Missiles should be ready for +2. Alright. So now, if I really want to do some damage, let's try to get where this AA and those pods are at. And the Marines. We're just not here. I'll send the signal in to try and track that down. He doesn't have that all built up yet. Nope, got it. Alright, quick break here. Bathroom break. Be right back. Okay, I guess what's the plan now? We could send that guy in, but I don't want to send him too close to the gun pods. Alright. Let's go a little bit further deep here. And then we'll send him on the base, even though it doesn't really do a whole lot for us. It'd be nice if it affected a morale stat, but it probably does not. Okay, that's a little more helpful. Alright, we'll start there. Build some of these up, because they're about to get blown up anyway. Hold them off. Hold the line. Go home, missile, you drunk. There we go. Okay, we're good. All clear. And I forgot about the messages. Triple missile attack. Here we go. Let's go for the radar. Let's go for the center of that mess and see what happens. Got a little momentum on our side here. Radar. Dead. There we go. Center one held it off. Alright, let's go for the center then, see where that's coming from. Send a Marine over if we can. Oh, that helped. That really helped. Okay. Watch this get wrecked. It can get wrecked after it gets broken. Okay, don't know where that's going, but that's okay. Alright, that's going nowhere. Uh-oh. That should hopefully not go anywhere. Nope. Okay, got a chance, don't waste it. Can't wait. Okay. Yeah, so let's torch this right in the middle. And then try to get into there if I can. Send the Marine in for cleanup if we get past the AA. Hit the radar at least. Boom, and the pods. Okay, we can send the Marine in for... Oh, I can't. There's missile launchers back there. Let's try this. Oh, there's another one there. Not good. This may cost me. Wow. Oh, that did some damage. Okay, we got through a gold to 2 radars. Do I have any energy left? I have enough for the double. Alright, there we go. I'm going greedy here. There we go. Got the A and that. That's what we wanted. Of course, now I'm a little shy on AA. Now they're working. For now. Watch them fail this time. Why is it now you decide to work? Sheesh, 3 in a row. Is this all my missiles? This is all of my missiles. Can't believe it. I'm gonna jam my factory. Alright, and my radar. With his singular silver marine, which would have been dead. Still have the money machine going. He's not gonna wait. Jeez, you hear those boom, 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 and see nothing get hit. And you got the outside. Alright, I'm just gonna try to kick my teeth into the side, probably. That's always good. Congratulations. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Okay, my missile's not ready yet to need a blue hole on the side. Alright. Alright. I know where your stuff's at now. Let's go from that. Let's go hit it twice if I can. Take out one missile will be good. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. There, AA gone in that territory. Keeps getting the front edge of it. Would you quit taking out my missiles? We still got 2 Marines. Yeah, he hasn't taken out my money situation, so... Alright, so now you should have less defense here. I'm gonna trying to get a piece of that. Ship toward the other base. Still got all that in the back. Ooh, I didn't fix this yet. Oops. Let's keep going. Alright, that idiot's going. Dummy base is going. We're gonna waste time on the pods there. Got that AA down. Hopefully a little more room to get in there. Starting to wonder. It wasn't flying very fast. Ah, good thing they didn't build yet. Are you leaving the Oasis alone? It's only one of the missiles. Good. Need a dead round. Missiles. Let's see if we can put a hurting on. The factory is durable. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna fly the Marine in just for that one missile thing. Yeah. I don't care if that's the only thing I'm taking missiles out. So still got a gold sitting back there. Another prime piece of real estate back there. Oh, make them march all the way back over for the base. Actually, so that was a dummy base as well, if missiles took it out. That's 2 dummy bases up front, so he's got real base in the front corner, and then 2 in the back, and then 2 other dummy bases. He's got like 5 bases on here. Survive. Ah! You shouldn't have as many missiles. Freaking A. Can you reach the back? Reach the expensive stuff? All or nothing. I got headquarters and a couple missiles and a Marine. Alright, well, let's build something up here. Nothing here. Alright, what can I get back here? Let's try to hit that. If there's no Marines or pods, I'll send a Marine. Okay, A is down, he's got a base over there. Something right here, well, I'll remedy that. Denied. I guess I can try building defense here. Try the operative word. It's gonna wreck everything remaining. Wasted money. The downward spiral commences. If he lands near the base, it's game. And draw the Marine, though. That's it. He's got so much stuff. I had such momentum, and he's still got so much built around the back 2-3 bases. I need my defense to hold up longer. Alright, so here, look at this. This is all I have left. I've got 5 tiles. Unbelievable. So there's stuff over here which may intercept, but let me see what happens if I do this. 5 tiles left, unbelievable. Okay, that did something. So what's left if I fly over there? Well, whatever is under construction, I suppose. Let's do that. I mean, there would only be 1 base left over there. But he's still found all the missiles. In fact, he's still shooting 3 missiles and sending over 2 knows how many Marines each time. Yeah, there we go. There's a missile. Alright. Oh, I'm short. Take the money supply in. There's a real base. Alright, guess what? You're going in again. Because there is a missile launcher right there. So he's still got 1 heavily fortified base, and I got, like, squat. Alright, so that is only 1 of another missile launcher. Oh, what? How did I do that? Did that wrong. Okay. Well. I'm about to have 4 tiles. He's probably going to lose this. Okay. Means I dump missiles on whatever's left over there once they're back, but... I'm not even building defense. I'm attacking whatever I can. Alright, so let's dump that right there. May or may not help. Nope, didn't help. Okay, let's try to put a hole in this stuff. Can't believe it's like razor's edge here. House of Cards could go either way. Alright, we got the AA. Turrets, though, we can get them. We got one more missile. If the AA doesn't pick it off, I can get the guns, then we'll send the Marine on the base. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Turret's down. Okay. Send the Marine in, even if it's damaged. Sheesh. Okay. So, hypothetically, if no opposition, might be able to do this. Builds a dummy base on the hill. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fall for that one. Anything else? Nothing to worry about. Okay. Wow. I think I almost did that intentionally. It was right on the 2-hour mark. Forces advance. So that means we got Europe, we got Africa. This leaves like Russia, Asia, and Australia. They cannot withstand our advance. The enemy loses. So that took all 2 hours to get through one map. Alright, come on. So where are we flying to? Southeast Asia or Australia? Oh, we're going to Australia first. Alright. I'm back to fighting Garland yet? Kiwi. Alright, I'll save the advice for next week. Not that it's all that fantastic. So, quick preview. A message from the enemy. Oh! Zorgoof the Great. Nikolai I Zorgoof. Interesting, he's now showing up. How dare you abandon the earth in our moment of need? Holding civilization together, sure, pal. Okay, yeah, so fighting him's not going to be fun, but okay, what we got? We got a pockmarked terrain where there is nowhere to build anything consecutively without a lot of leveling. So this is kind of like the ridged one that Joe and Biles fighting from. So yeah, you can put a little defense back here in the corner. They're probably going to know about that. You can build a whole defensive array here, which is actually good. Obviously, no indication of what he's got going on. So here's game-winning strategy number 1. They gave us a missile, so we'll go see what his base looks like. Never know they're here. Yeah, they're only giving us 150. I mean, that's without a HQ or anything. Attack. So yeah, look at all these hills. It's interesting. So we got a few AA and 1 missile launcher and some guns. I don't have fuel yet. I need 8 seconds worth of fuel. Excuse me. Alright, can we attack now? No, we need 16? 8? 8, I think. 8. Oh, look at that. So it's broken into convenient quadrants. So the good thing is, it does not look like, unless he's building on any corner here, it does not have immediate access to building these nukes. So I think that's the last mission, but I don't know for sure. Alright, so let's fire a scout shot over there. He doesn't have a high mountaintop to build on, so he's going to weave his probably around the corners here. Oh, yeah. He's got the first one built up. Okay. So that's preview for next time. Well, at least we got through essentially a mission, and the big bad boss there on the cover is finally showing up. So it's progress. Don't have to throw in the towel just yet. A little frustrating having to do so many resets, but it's kind of part of it. So, all right. Well, that'll do it for tonight and probably the weekend. No shows, no other news I can think of. So, unless energy strikes, we'll get something random in there, but not as of nothing planned as of yet. So, thanks everybody's been hanging out, and we had some people chilling on Twitch. Chairman joined us for a bit. Good to see him. And then I know we had some people poking in and out on YouTube there. Honestly, nobody at the moment, but not to say that there wasn't. So, greatly appreciated. So have a fantastic one and have a fantastic weekend. See you soon.